I don't mind, I don't care about whatever religion is or to each person. It's not my problem. But I would care that everybody has a spiritual life. And that's really important. And you can find spirituality by reading, by becoming Buddhist, by becoming Muslim, by becoming Christian, by whatever you want to be. But as long as you have a spiritual life, that's where it nourishes your soul. And that's so important. And we should cultivate that in people. And I know that a lot of my patients have spirituality in life. And when they have spirituality, they cope with everything so much better. So religion is not the problem, it's spirituality is the problem. Another issue which is important as a doctor, we have to have spirituality ourselves as doctors. We have also to spirituality is much more about asking questions to our soul than having always the answer. Just asking question is a soul-searching experience, which is spirituality for me. An important question for doctors, very important, is, did I think about my own mortality? Did I think how I will feel when I will be dying? Did I think what I want to have achieved when I die? These questions can scare people. But if we did not ask those questions to ourselves and have an answer for them, which means that we are not allowing ourselves to talk about our personal mortality, but more important, accepting we are mortal. People forget that they're gonna die one day. I'm gonna die one day, and all of you too. So if I accept my mortality and I'm at peace with dying, then I can look at you, and if you have a bad illness as my patient, accept your mortality. If I did not accept my mortality, I'm gonna have a hard time accepting the other people's mortality. Because when we sit in our office and we have a patient looking in our eyes with a bad diagnosis that has a death sentence down the line, that patient is telling us, I am mortal, I'm gonna die from my cancer, but you also will die from your cancer. The doctor feels the patient like a mirror of their own soul. So if we did not accept that we are mortal like our patient is mortal, we're gonna feel attacked by our patient emotionally. And I have seen this. I have seen patients becoming a little bit aggressive with their patient and distant from their patient when their patient had a bad diagnosis, because they cannot deal with it emotionally. They will never admit that, but they suffer from that. And I can get their suffering because they were not trained to accept and see those diseases, and they never accepted their own mortality. That's very important. It's very deep. People don't realize it, but people should think of it and make that soul searching on their own so they can deal with the other people's mortality.